Hey Aquarius, what's up? We are here with a timeless reading. The first card that we have out is Ten of Swords and Page of Cups. Seems like there was something that was really throwing you off that was future related, but having Ten of Swords, it's like maybe the worries are over. Ten of Swords is a good thing to see because it means that like you're at the end of the cycle with something, and so like it's not going to be repeating or it's not going to be reoccurring, and we can just put something to rest now. So we're starting off in a spot where something is coming to an end, but because of the nature of the swords, it's usually something like difficult that we've been going through, really challenging mentally for us. But because it's a 10, it means that like now this energy is sort of turning into something else. And I'm seeing Page of Cups here. So this feels like you getting reacquainted with how it is that you're feeling. And I'm seeing 10 of Pentacles. So things are actually looking pretty stable. And I'm also seeing Justice as well, which means that if something was out of balance or something had needed to be made right, that's happening here. Everything is being brought back into balance. Why though the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck? Having Justice come out, having Five of Swords. Let's pull more cards and see. I don't want to make an assumption yet about this. You could be having your doubts about something here. Okay. So something's going down between you and another person. Could have got your feelings hurt. Two of Cups, Three of Swords. Felt hurt by somebody or within a situation. But this mostly feels like feelings being hurt. So it could have been like something that you were feeling like sensitive about. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. I'm seeing someone that has gauges in their ears. Okay. So you have a dynamic with this person, right? You guys care about one another. You guys have a connection with one another. It feels very obvious. It feels sort of like there's a purpose behind like why you guys are connecting with one another. For some of you, you're collaborating with this person. So you sort of look at them and you're like, what are we doing? Like, what's going on here? Like, I know that there's something behind like why we're being brought together. It doesn't just feel like for no reason. And I'm seeing that Three of Swords is here. So it looks like there's pain that's being brought up. It seems like it's associated with maybe a chapter that's closed out already, or something that is like being finalized and ending. But I'm also seeing the Eight of Swords here. So this can be like, this is Two of Cups and Three of Swords can be like, this person is really triggering me right now. And having Eight of Swords, it can be like, I feel like I can't escape from this and I don't know what to do. Like, how do I move past this? How do I move beyond this? You could be experiencing a lot of anxiety right now. You're just feeling really stuck in your head. I'm hearing the word oyster. Eight of Swords. And Tower. Maybe something came about unexpectedly, and that's part of the reason why you're thrown off. Like if you had maybe been anticipating something, you would have maybe felt more prepared, but because of the lack of anticipation, that could have increased maybe feeling like ungrounded a bit. Now, I'm over here, Two of Cups, Three of Swords, where it's like this triggering situation with this person, right? Where there's like pain, whatever, and you being like, I feel like I can't get out of my head here. I'm seeing Ace of Pentacles. So, are you like having a new beginning with this person? Are you having a new chapter with them? I'm also seeing like Justice and Ace of Pentacles. So this would mean like things being made right, like things actually being balanced within this chapter. And there may be something that's going to confirm that for you, like maybe repeatedly. I think you feel very suspicious, like on guard. Like I'm keep seeing Five of Swords, and this is you being like waiting to need to like defend yourself or protect yourself. Like it's very much your ego being like, I'm taking center stage here. So you may feel that, like, as much as there are other parts of you that are connected to it, because I am seeing like Page of Cups here, right? So there's like something emotionally being rustled up, but then also feeling like hurt feelings about things and like worrying about sort of the long term or like the stability of stuff with Ten of Pentacles and Eight of Swords here. But having Justice and having Ace of Pentacles, it makes it seem like you don't really need to be worrying about these things. Like I'm seeing something is, this Ten of Swords means like that cycle is done. Like that thing has completed itself. And to be ending over here with Ace of Pentacles, it's saying like that's closed and now we're having a new chapter. And to have Justice, this is like things really being balanced and whatever was not made right before being made right now. Maybe in a way that wasn't available before, previously. But you don't have to take my word for it. This is something that you're going to be seeing. I'm seeing like there's going to be information that comes through, stuff that you observe that you're like, oh, like it's just going to validate what's coming across here. Because some of you haven't gotten to the point to like really see this yet, but you're going to be. You know that you have a connection with this person, feeling intimidated by the pain and anxious about that, being like, I don't want to get hurt again. Knowing even that, like, Page of Cups, there are feelings there already that are being recognized. So I don't know, like, how long you've been in it with this person, or if you guys are just reconnecting, or, like, what exactly is happening with y'all right now. But what I'm seeing is that having Page of Cups here, it says that there are already feelings growing from this. But that also may feel like triggering, and that also may feel painful, and you may be worrying about things. It's like worrying about the long term, or worrying about the like consistency or stability of things. Maybe you're like wondering how solid something is. But I do like seeing Justice and seeing Ace of Pentacles. It's like it looks pretty solid to me. It looks like this is, I'm hearing ramification. It looks like this is your guides being like, this is the justice basically for what happened before, you know? So you're not going into another situation where it's going to be like, now I have to get justice for this too. It's like, this is basically you being like repaid for the stuff that happened, if you want to put it like that, you know? But nothing is being taken away from you. Like Justice and Ace of Pentacles is like, this is like balanced, like things are more even. There is that sense of things being fair, things being equal. It's like, and Justice also alludes to like a relationship, your interpersonal connections, the ebb and flow of things. But to keep seeing Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing your ego be like, I don't know if it's safe for like your, let's say like your Queen of Cups, which is like you and your emotional self, to come forward. So your ego being the Five of Swords is like, everybody stay back. It's like all the parts of yourself that maybe want to connect with this person. Your ego is like, I don't know if it's like safe to be doing that. And you know, the ego like isn't a bad thing, right? It's there, it's a survival mechanism. It's there to protect us and to keep us alive. And so I think you're just still checking out the scene. It's something to be aware of though, because it will paint a picture. you have to know, like, the ego, as all the different parts of you, they're all motivated by different things. Like, the Queen of Cups within you is motivated by wanting to connect emotionally and have that intimacy. Your Queen of Swords is that part within you that's like, I want to take a look at this and I want to analyze this, and I don't need to involve emotions. Like, I can just look at this and check out what's exactly in front of me, and I can make a very wise, like, intellectual choice that maybe isn't emotionally involved, you know? That part of you that's the King of Pentacles can be like, how is this going to impact my reputation, and like, how may people see me, or what's that going to mean for what's going on within, like, areas of my life where I support myself or have to support other people, you know? So there are all these different parts of us, right? Archetypally speaking. So right now I'm seeing your ego as the Five of Swords, sort of like holding back all of those parts and being like, don't get involved, don't get attached yet. I'm still like checking out the scene. So that's what I'm seeing is going on. Oh yeah, you have quite the past with this person. That's why you're on guard. You have quite the past with this person, and also you have quite the connection with this person too. This is a past life soulmate. You know that. I'm hearing it's uncanny. There are still feelings though. Definitely. You know what Page of Cups reminds me of? Because Page of Cups is like, I'm starting to feel something. I'm feeling something popping up right now. It reminds me of the game Whack-A-Mole, where you like try to hit it down and then it pops up somewhere else. I feel like that with your emotions. Like, you may be like, stop, like go back down, and then it's like popping up somewhere else. And so you're feeling stuff and you almost can't help that you're feeling it, but it almost hurts. It's like the Whack-A-Mole of your feelings that's coming up. Sort of every time it pops up, there's like barbed wire that it's going through. This is a very complicated thing here that's happening. So I'm seeing it's like these emotions that want to come up and want to be observed and recognized. I feel like there's still some like hard stuff that it has to sort of push through. It's like when you have the dirt and the plant is coming up out of the dirt, it has to sort of break that surface. And so it can feel heavy, like coming up and breaking out of that. So that's what I'm seeing is happening. So you may, some parts be like, wow, I'm feeling like electric, or I'm feeling connected in ways that like only this connection does for me. And then also I'm feeling pain and this is unpleasant, and I'm suffering also in a way that only this connection does for me. So I'm seeing it be that sort of thing that's happening here. You have a strong, strong connection with this person. I'm seeing like a very colorful history that you've had with them. I'm also getting you be at a point where you're like, I'm dealing with the stuff that's happened. I just don't want to be accruing like more pain and more suffering and more trauma that I'm going to have to move through. So I think that's sort of why your Five of Swords ego is popping up and checking out the scene. Ugh. You put in work with this person. I'm seeing a lot of like energetic work between you and this person, a lot. This is like a life assignment that you've had with them. I'm just seeing so much stuff. Like, you know, sometimes you meet somebody and have a connection with them and it feels like just a little tryst. It's just like simple and feels kind of not anything super complicated. I'm seeing that your connection with this person, your relationship with this person, there's a lot of stuff here. There's like a really heavy, heavy history. It's like I like all of these examples that we're getting. The way that I'm seeing it is like, you know how people can have files like in a healthcare office, right? And it's like some files you pull out and they're like really thin. There's like maybe one piece of paper in there. Like maybe you pull the file out and it's completely empty. Like it maybe just has a name on it. Your file with this person is like jam-packed, like overflowing out. So it's like when you pull that out, like that file energetically that you have with this person, it's like bursting at the seams essentially. So I'm seeing it be like a really, like there's a heavy, heavy history here that's been marked energetically. Like that's been recognized, or like a track of stuff with you and this person. Some of which you feel has definitely carried over from past lifetimes as well, if you subscribe to that belief. Yeah, it's like a case file. Yeah. It's like when you met this person, you felt very familiar. Sense of familiarity, like you'd been with them before, that type of stuff. Like there was history there, even though you could have been like meeting them for the first time, or talking to them for the first time, or getting to know them for the first time. Like that sort of stuff. But I'm seeing there be this deeper knowing where it's like, you know the difference between when you meet somebody for the actual first time versus when you meet them and you're like, I'm feeling something here, you know? It's like this unremembered history that you have. So, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, are we having a new beginning with this person and like getting back to work with them? It looks within like a relationship actually with the Lovers here. Or at least there's been this thing where it's like, are we doing this? I care about you. We have Two of Cups and we have the Lovers here. I feel like we start with the Ten of Swords because it's saying that like that type of stuff that you went through with that person, like that stuff is done now. Like those things are closed out now. But there may be some residual stuff that you're still feeling because of that. So even though those events are not going to, like those are past events that are not happening presently, you're still sort of dealing with that stuff here in this current cycle. But I'm not seeing any Ten of Swords type things accruing now. To clarify what I mean, it's like I'm not seeing painful stuff happening now. I'm not seeing anybody like lying or betraying or being deceptive or hurting another person. I'm not seeing that now. It just seems like this is all residual stuff that's being dealt with. So like if you could clip that off, you may be in a different spot with this person, but like it's not happening in a vacuum, right? As we say, so... You go from Ten of Swords to Nine of Pentacles. You enjoy being around this person and you enjoy connecting with them. Six of Cups is feeling like a revisiting and like regaining a sense of familiarity with this person. Eight of Pentacles is feeling like getting back to work. It's like the next part of the work that you have with this person. The Lovers, it feels like there's a recognition of like, hey, are we trying to do this? The Lovers can be, we're agreeing to try to be in a relationship with one another, or we're agreeing that both of us have feelings, we're agreeing that maybe we're going to try to figure out what's going on here. It's that type of thing where Two of Cups can more so be like, I'm recognizing that there's something here, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like there aren't necessarily implications beyond that. Having the Lovers here feels more of like, yes, we have this connection with the Two of Cups, and also there's like more of an intention to work something out, because I see the Lovers more as like a relationship card. Because even before, like with this Two of Cups, you see how there's almost like this thing between, I feel like you knew that there was a connection, but maybe there was something that you felt like divided you and this person, even though you guys were mirroring one another. Maybe you were like, there's maybe stuff that didn't like settle in or sit in, or maybe wasn't completely understood at the time that it happened. But you sort of like walked away, if you did, from the connection knowing that there was something like remarkable about it. Feeling like, in a way, this person left an indelible mark on you. And I don't think that those feelings necessarily ever subsided. Even if you could have like written this off. But what I'm seeing is like you being open to something here. So we have that. I'm seeing that there's a lot about like pain and feelings that are coming up that it looks like you guys are continuing to work on here. And it seems like that's what the focus of the work is on. So Page of Cups can be like recognizing my personal emotional experience as I go through this, and also connecting with my intuition as I go through this, and also moving through the recognition and healing process too. That's what we're getting back to. And I'm seeing this is going to lead to the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm seeing this is like long-term thing, stable thing, ideal thing. Like this is really turning into what you want it to turn into. But I'm still seeing there be a lot of anxiety between you and this person, especially about like the relationship. Like it feels like both of you guys have admitted like we do have this connection with one another, and so I'm not denying that anymore. And now it's sort of the maybe the like regular anxiety that you would feel within a relationship, on top of sort of specifically your dynamic with this person. To push this in the direction where I'm seeing this going, or to highlight the direction that I'm seeing things going in, even though you may have some worries or concerns coming up that feel somewhat like normal for this process with this person, I'm seeing Justice, and I'm seeing Ace of Pentacles, and I'm seeing Nine of Pentacles. So that's like there being equality and fairness, there being both of you guys being on the same page. Like Lovers and Justice is like there can be both of you guys committing, or like we're going to be in this relationship, or like signing a contract together with one another. Some of you could be getting married to this person. Some of you could be living with this person. There's like, whatever it is, there's something that's coming together about the relationship that's making it solid. And to have Justice here, it's implying that this is something that's going to be balanced and equal and fair, and like something that would be good, like something that would be healthy, something that you'd look at and be like, this is what I needed it to be, or what I need it to be now. And Ace of Pentacles, it's like, that can also mean that things are being made up for too. Like if certain things needed to be made right, that is happening as well. And it seems like that happens before you even like officially start a chapter with this person. And I'm also seeing Nine of Coins, which is like things feeling really, really good, and like actually genuinely enjoying things. I'm getting too that as you're moving through this, like certain things that you may have thought that you knew before, that may be shifting out as well, too. I do want to say, I want to highlight this because it's very important. This is not a situation that you had with somebody before where there was a lack of accountability, and now they're just coming back around and being like, hey, let's try again, but there's like no apology or nothing like that. To have Justice here, like prior to this Ace of Pentacles, this is saying that if you were in a situation with somebody where there was like wrongdoing, or something that somebody really needed to like make up for or apologize or stuff like that, just take accountability. Where there needed to be justice for something, that is happening. So just know that that's being highlighted, that would be being addressed and taken care of before you officially starting anything with this person. So you guys can actually, Ace of Pentacles, have like a clean slate and feel good about things, like as much as you can, right? After going through that type of stuff. So this chapter is closing out, the one that's connected with like the pain and all of that stuff, closing out. You're sort of in the midst of a transition into this like new beginning that you're having, and so that's what's happening here. There's still anxiety about pain because it's coming up to be worked through so it can be released. This is a good thing. So don't be like, I'm feeling pain, that means something's wrong again, or something's happening again, or I'm feeling numb right now, or whatever it is, or yeah, whatever it is that's being brought up. This is a good thing. It means rather than stuff being packed down, that it's coming up to be recognized and addressed so it can be integrated, because this is stuff that was not integrated. And before, you may have not been able to integrate it because you needed sort of this situation to come back around in this way. Okay? So I'm seeing actually a lot of positive stuff. Like, even though I'm seeing heavy energy here, this is like you're being encouraged to move through this. Like, things are looking really good. Do not think something is wrong when pain and anxiety comes up. That's just like a normal part of this. It's like, because you're connecting again with your feelings, the happy feelings are going to come up, and so are all of the other ones too. So don't think that something is wrong just because that's happening. You're working on what you're supposed to be working on. This is your current assignment. I'm seeing Gemini and Libra. There can be a lot of relationship talk. Gemini, I just think immediately of like a lot of communication back and forth with this person, conversations, like clarity, transparency, and Libra is like all about relationships and values and socially what's happening and what's going on and what I want and what I think and like what I believe is right and all of that type of stuff within the setting of the relationship. I think too, like a lot of things are going to continuously be realized as you move through this as well. That maybe you thought were one way and there's like a growing perspective that's happening here. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. Some of you because of the like, I'm just using suffering as an umbrella term for like pain, anxiety, fear, like that type of stuff. Some of you, you're like caught in the in-between. There's like that part of you that's sort of attached to like all the things that went down with you and this person, and then there's this other part of you that's like, but I'm actually currently enjoying how things are presently. So I think you're like in that transitional space again of like the past is merging sort of with the present because there's this integration happening. So there can be this part of you that's like, am I going to actually be able to enjoy this? And then you could be like, I would be enjoying this. Like, why am I not enjoying this right now? I'm feeling anxious about that. Just like move along with your process. You don't need to judge how it is that you're feeling. You can just allow it to be as you're moving through this. I'm seeing this mainly as being like reassurance for you that you're in the right spot. You're working on the right stuff. Like you're there. So everything is good. Okay. Okay, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.